Hello, YouTube. This is Marcus White. I'm tired. Okay, 7:48. It's Thursday. Today, we're gonna learn the philosophical side again, cognitive diffusion, the present, and how to stay in the present moment. You can control your breath. You can't directly control your heart rate. You can't directly control your heart rate, digestion, your hormone levels, but you can control your breath. Your breath is directly wired to all of these systems through the nervous, through, through the vagus nerve, the largest nerve in the body, running from your brainstem to your heart and your gut. Okay, when you breathe in a certain way, when you breathe in a certain way, you directly stimulate the vagus nerve, which activates the parasympathetic sympathetic nervous system, the counterpart to fight or flight. The parasympathetic, I know I'm saying it wrong. The parasympathetic system is the antidote to amnesia alarm system, alarm, and you can switch it on deliberately right now. Sorry, I can't. I cannot say those words. The specific technique the research backs up most consistently is extended exhale breathing. So extended exhale breathing. The principle, your exhale activates the parasympathetic system more than your inhale. When you breathe in, your heart rate rises slightly. When you breathe out, it slows. So if you make your exhale longer than your inhale, you tip the psychological balance towards calm. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 1 to 2 or 2. Exhale for 6 to 8 counts. Long, slow, deliberately exhale. Do that 5 times and your heart rate will measurably drop. Do it for 2 minutes and the shift in your nervous system will be significant. This is cardiovascular psychology, not metaphor. There is a lot of research attentively, particularly for Dr. Andrew Huberman. There's a lot of research attentively, particularly from neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman at Stanford. The philosophical side is something your body does spontaneously when under stress. That voluntary double breath you make when tension has been building, the technique, breathe in through your nose, then at the top of that breath, sniff a little more. The technique is breathe in through your nose, then at the top of that breath, sniff a little more air. to fully expand the lungs, then release a long, slow exhale through the mouth. Double inhale, extended exhale. But breathing is just the entry point because while you can because while you can calm the body quickly through breath, the mind keeps running even after the body has settled. This is where we need to understand how thought loops actually work. Because the way most people try to stop thinking is exactly backwards. When you tell yourself to stop thinking about this, what are you actually doing? You are thinking about it. You hold the thought in your mind or order to tell yourself not to think it. This is the classic white girl problem. Okay. When you tell people not to think of a white bear, they think about white bears for more than people thinking freely. Suppressing backfires. When a thought arises, instead of fighting it or following it, you simply observe it. There is a worrying thought, there's a worried thought, there's a memory, there's a catastrophizing, there's catastrophizing. There is, you're not engaging with the content, you're stepping back and naming the category. Because this is cognitive diffusion, acceptance, a term from acceptance and commitment therapy developed by Stephen Haynes. Cognitive diffusion is a practice of creating distance between yourself and your thoughts. Instead of I am anxious, you say I am noticing I am having the thought that I am anxious. It sounds subtle at first, but the shift is profound. Okay, that's cognitive diffusion. Okay, physical tension. Your mind and body are not separate systems. If your shoulders are clenched, your jaw is tight, your stomach is braced, your nervous system needs that tension as evidence, reads that tension as evidence of threat. It reinforces the alarm. This means releasing the physical tension is a direct path to quieting the mental activity. One of the most well researched techniques of this progressive muscle tension relaxation. You systematically tense and release different muscle groups, starting at your feet, curling your toes slightly, holding it for 10 seconds, then releasing completely. Then your calves, your thighs, moving onto you, moving up your body through your body, stomach, hands, arms, neck, face. The deliberate tension followed by release tensions the nervous system with genuine relaxation feels like. Teaches the nervous system what genuine relaxation feels like. Okay, I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna go to the present moment. A quicker version, quickly. When you can do a full set, when you can do a full session, a quicker version for moments when you can do a full session. I meant to put can't. Is the body scan. You bring your attention slowly through your body from feet to head, noticing where you're holding tension without trying to fix it first, just noticing. Just noticing. Often the simple act of awareness causes tension to release. Your body was holding it unconsciously in the moment. Attention arrives, it lets go. The present moment. Your brain cannot be in two places at one time. If you are genuinely, deeply engaged in what is in front of you right now, the texture of the surface you're touching, the sounds in the room, the temperature of the air, the tension of your own breathing, there is less bandwidth available for spiral, which is not good. This is core, the core mechanism behind grounding techniques. Like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, identifying 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can physically feel, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It forces your attention into immediate sensory sensory reality. Yeah, I talked about all of them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, push notification bell. See you next video.